It is championship week for North Carolina high school basketball as the teams from all across the state have made it to the Final Four round in Winston-Salem and the Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum, and we're covering it all right here on the North Carolina Sports Network. I am Mike Waddell, joined now by the head coach of the top team in the 4A West girls classification, Stephen Phillips. And Coach, I know you've been battling a little bug here in the winter time, and your team, though, is perfectly healthy as they get a big win in the Elite Eight over High Point Andrews on Friday night, 58-55. Your only loss of the season was back on December 17th. Since then, your squad has reeled off 22 straight wins. I know that makes you feel very confident going into the Twin Cities this week.
Well, that's great, but our opponent has probably reeled off just as many. We have one loss to a good 4A team, and they have one loss to a really good 4A team, McDowell, who's actually still playing. So on paper, we're very even as far as that goes.
Well, let's talk about the game on Friday night. High Point Andrews, your team goes up big in the first half, but the lead was cut to 8 at the break. You then go on a big run in the third quarter to go up by 20. What was the key to that infusion of offense?
Our pace was really good. Got down the floor and got some good open shots actually before they got back. So actually rebounding was the key, getting the ball out and getting down the floor. And then we actually made some shots. So they're a really good defensive team. It was hard to get away from them. So we actually found a few openings in that quarter and built a nice lead, thankfully, because we actually lost it going down the stretch.
Let's talk about some of your power performers for the North Wilkes Vikings, the Bear sisters. Wow, 24 points, 9 assists for your senior point guard, Rayleigh Bear, and then her sister, Shay Bear, 13 points and 12 rebounds. You have to be after the Bear parents to have more daughters because this is to be one of the better sister twosomes in all of the Bold North State.
Yeah, they're a joy to coach. I wish they'd grow a few more of them. I've told parents, but the sophomore is Shaylin. She's our post 6'2" post player. She had 13 and 12, and they have like 3 6'2" girls. So she was battling all night. It was a war to try to get a rebound. This young lady she's a sophomore and she's already surpassed 800 rebounds.
Wow.
As a sophomore. So she is a rebounding machine. But she's also, just very tough. Her sister is Rayleigh, who is our senior point guard. And it's so gratifying to see Rayleigh doing well. She was player of the year 2 years ago in our conference. And then last year in the very first weekend of the season, November, in her junior season, she tore her ACL. Missed the entire season last year. Just a complete heartbreaker for her, for the team, for the school, for the community. So I've seen how hard she worked to get back, and she is back and better than ever. And she was actually player of the year again this year. And the game she had Friday was the physical toll that she took against this defense. Just shows how determined and how competitive she really is, because she took a beating. She actually collapsed in the locker room after the game. But she ended up with 24 points, 9 assists. She actually scored our last 4 points. They tied it at 54 with a minute to go. She came down and made a layup in traffic to put us right back up, which I thought was probably the key moment of the game. After you blow a lead, they tie it, all the momentum seemed to be in their favor. For her to come down and make that shot in traffic, come right back at them, I thought was a huge moment. And then she made a couple free throws with 20 seconds to go to give us a 4-point advantage, thankfully. And then we were able to hold on.
Another one of the Vikings that had a big night, Meredith Tomko with 12 points, and your team now advances on to the Final Four in Winston-Salem, Coach Phillips, where you will play the Eastburg Cavaliers Thursday night at 6 o'clock. At this point in the season, it's just about going out and doing what you do. What were your practices like over the weekend as your ladies now prepare for this trip to Winston-Salem?
Honestly, all of our girls work on Saturday. And so we didn't, and after the physical battle we had Friday, thankfully we don't play till Thursday. So I would have hated to have played Monday or Tuesday because we would have actually had to practice, but they all work Saturdays, and so we let them off for practice. Some of them got shots up, of course, on their own. But so today will be our first real practice preparing for East Burke, and had a chance to watch some film, of course, and just excited to get in the gym and get started and looking forward to this week.
As the champions of the Foothills 2A Conference, you played against great competition all year. How much does that tough schedule mean to you as you go now to a statewide competition at the Final Four in Winston-Salem?
Yeah, our schedule, and you know, everybody, some of my players, they say, Coach, why are you doing this? You're killing us. You know, our non-conference schedule is really tough. And I'm like, girls, it'll pay off when you play that. If you can stay number one in the RPI, you'll get that third and fourth round game at home. And I think that was a huge advantage for us Friday. So the schedule has actually helped us. We've had some really tough non-conference games as well, but our conference is really brutal. We have, I would say, three contenders routinely in our conference, and we were lucky to come out on top this year. So it's a tough conference, but it actually helps us down the road, I think.
Coach Stephen Phillips of the North Wilkes Vikings, the top seed in the 4A West, headed to Winston-Salem for the North Carolina High School Athletic Association Basketball Championships. They'll play Thursday night against East Burke in that regional final. The winner goes on to play for the state championship this weekend. Tickets available at the Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum box office in Winston-Salem at the day of the game. Coach Phillips, thank you, and good luck to you and the Vikings. We look forward to seeing you in Winston-Salem.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
This is the moment we waited for. Everything you want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year. Shoot on my shot, boy, I'm long range. Me and the team on the same thing. Stayed down, never switched up. Only thing changed was the game. I'm in the zone now. Nothing can change what we on now. When I pull up, know it's going down. Foot on the gas, ain't no slowing down. Aiming for greatness, no settling. Kick down the doors, they won't let me in. Taking no else, yeah, I gotta win. Watch me kick down the doors, they won't let me in. Who running the game now? Foot on the gas, can slow down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change, yeah.